Imagine diving beneath the ocean waves and suddenly finding yourself face to face with a massive stone temple, its ancient pillars reaching toward the surface like fingers from a lost world. These underwater temples exist in our oceans today, holding secrets that challenge everything we thought we knew about human history. What you're about to discover will change how you see our past forever. Deep beneath the Mediterranean Sea, just over 4 miles from Egypt's current coastline, lies a temple that shouldn't exist. For over 1,200 years, the ancient city of Thonis-Heracleion remained completely hidden beneath the waves, holding one of the most important temples of ancient Egypt. In the year 2000, French marine archaeologist Frank Godiot made a discovery that would rewrite history books. His underwater team stumbled upon massive stone blocks scattered across the ocean floor near Alexandria. What they had found were the remains of the Temple of Amun, a sacred place where Egyptian pharaohs once came to receive their divine power as universal kings. This wasn't just any ordinary temple. The Temple of Amun was the beating heart of Thonis-Heracleion, Egypt's most important port city for centuries before Alexandria was even built. Picture this. Massive stone columns, some weighing several tons, now lie toppled on the seafloor like giant dominoes. Between these ancient stones, archaeologists have discovered treasures that survived over 1,000 years underwater. The temple treasury has revealed silver ritual tools that still gleam despite their age, gold jewelry fit for royalty, and delicate alabaster containers that once held perfumes and sacred oils. These aren't just random artifacts, they're proof of the incredible wealth and importance of this underwater temple. But here's what makes this discovery even more amazing. Wooden posts and beams from the 5th century BC have been perfectly preserved underwater. These structures, which would have rotted away on land centuries ago, remain intact beneath the sea, creating an underwater time capsule of ancient Egyptian civilization. The temple wasn't alone down there. Right next to it, archaeologists found a Greek sanctuary dedicated to Aphrodite, complete with bronze artifacts and ceramic treasures. This discovery proved that Greek merchants and soldiers lived alongside Egyptians in this ancient port, creating a melting pot of cultures beneath the waves. Around 150 BC, Thonis-Heracleion faced its doom in what scientists call a cataclysmic event. The city was built on clay soil at the mouth of the Nile River, making it extremely vulnerable to earthquakes. When a massive earthquake struck, followed by a devastating tsunami, something incredible happened. The violent shaking caused the ground beneath the entire city to turn liquid, a process called soil liquefaction. Imagine the terror as the solid ground suddenly became like quicksand beneath people's feet. In a fraction of time, the entire city, including its magnificent temple, dropped 7 meters and was swallowed by the Mediterranean Sea. The powerful tsunami wave that followed washed everything even deeper underwater, creating the underwater temple we see today. This wasn't a slow process that took years. Archaeological evidence shows that the destruction happened so quickly that people didn't have time to save their precious belongings. That's why archaeologists keep finding complete treasures scattered around the temple ruins. They were abandoned in moments of panic over 2,000 years ago. But Egypt isn't the only place where underwater temples challenge our understanding of the past. Off the coast of Japan lies one of the most controversial underwater structures ever discovered, the Yonaguni Monument. In 1986, a Japanese diver named Kihachiro Aratake was searching for new spots to observe hammerhead sharks when he made a discovery that would spark decades of debate. 25 meters tall, 100 meters long, and 60 meters wide, the Yonaguni Monument looks exactly like a stepped pyramid that someone carved from solid rock. The structure is covered in what appear to be terraced steps, right-angled cuts, and even carved stairways. Some researchers believe these features are so precise that they could only have been made by human hands. If true, this underwater temple would be over 10,000 years old, making it older than the Egyptian pyramids and Stonehenge. Marine geologist Masaki Kimura has spent years studying the site. He claims to have identified not just one structure, but an entire underwater city, complete with roads, monuments, and multiple temples. According to Kimura, this could be evidence of a lost civilization that was swallowed by rising seas at the end of the last ice age. But not everyone agrees. Other scientists argue that the Yonaguni Monument is simply a natural rock formation shaped by earthquakes and erosion over millions of years. They point out that the sandstone in the area naturally fractures into rectangular shapes, and that similar formations exist on land nearby. The debate continues to this day, with no clear answer in sight. What makes this mystery even more intriguing is that no tools, pottery, or other human artifacts have ever been found at the site. These aren't the only sunken temples hiding in our oceans. Around the world, underwater archaeologists are discovering temple after temple that once stood proudly on dry land. Off the coast of Italy near Naples, researchers recently found a 2,000-year-old temple built by Nabatean immigrants, the same civilization that carved the famous Treasury Building featured in Indiana Jones movies. This temple was deliberately buried with concrete and pottery after the Roman Empire took over Nabatean trade routes, preserving it perfectly underwater for modern archaeologists to discover. In India, the legendary Seven Temples of Mahabalipuram have fascinated people for centuries. According to ancient stories, these temples were so beautiful that the gods became jealous and sunk 6 of them beneath the waves. During the 2004 tsunami, tourists spotted granite structures emerging from the receding waters, proving that the legend might actually be true. Greece hosts the world's oldest known underwater city at Pavlopetri, where a 5,000-year-old planned city sits perfectly preserved beneath crystal-clear waters. The site includes stone-paved streets, rock-cut tombs, and what archaeologists believe might be the remains of an ancient temple complex. Even in China, an entire city called Shicheng, or Lion City, sits 40 meters underwater in a man-made lake. This underwater city contains white temples, paved roads, and houses that were flooded in 1959 to create a hydroelectric dam. The cold lake water has preserved everything so perfectly that wooden beams and stairs remain intact after more than 60 years underwater. What's remarkable is that all these discoveries happen within the last few decades. Modern underwater technology is revealing secrets that have been hidden beneath the waves for thousands of years. These underwater temples are more than just archaeological curiosities. They're windows into lost worlds and warnings about our own future. Every sunken temple tells a story of rising seas, natural disasters, or human decisions that changed the course of history. The Temple of Amun shows us how quickly a thriving civilization can vanish beneath the waves. Climate change and rising sea levels pose similar threats to coastal cities today. Scientists estimate that only 5% of Thonis-Heracleion has been explored, meaning countless more treasures and secrets wait to be discovered. Advanced underwater technology continues to revolutionize archaeology. Sonar mapping, underwater robots, and 3D scanning allow researchers to explore sites that were completely unreachable just decades ago. Each new discovery adds another piece to the puzzle of human history. The debate over sites like Yonaguni reminds us how much we still don't know about our own past. These mysterious structures challenge our assumptions about ancient civilizations and their capabilities. The next time you look out at the ocean, remember that beneath those waves lie entire worlds waiting to be discovered. Temples, cities, and civilizations that once thrived on dry land now rest in underwater silence, holding secrets that could change everything we think we know about human history. What other mysteries lie hidden in the depths, and what will we discover next?